welcome, and we're here to take you on a bit of a journey today. We're exploring our Road of Summer French wine dinner here at the Crew Restaurant in Greenwich, Connecticut. But we can't stay here, or we wouldn't be exploring the places that are going to be providing the wines. That we're going to be on the road in France, actually. So why don't we follow that blue line and see where that takes us. Brief and interesting trip here, courtesy of those wonderful folks at Google. So we'll just take a ride across the Atlantic. Little blue line to catch up with us. Where'd he go? Interesting. I think it's going to catch up with us there. Very nice. It's going to bring us. Where is it taking us? Ah. Land. Here we are. Let's see. Where are we? We're in France. Yes, we are. We're in France. Okay. So we're going to be down here on the Med. Is where we are. Very nice area. We have Marseille over here. We have Saint-Tropez over here. How could you be so much trouble to be over here? It's gosh, what an awful place to be. Anyhow, here's our winery, Chateau Pas de Chêne. We need to land here, is why the Google took us here. That's where the local airport is. We're going to have to travel by car over here on the road of summer in France to Chateau Pas de Chêne. And we're going there, as you can see, here's where the vineyards are, and this is where they are growing the grapes that they are making their wonderful, wonderful rosé wines with. And that's going to be our wine for the first course. It's going to be the Pas de Chêne Côtes de Provence rosé, and it's the 2014 model of that wine. So that's what we're going to do. And because we are here in the Med area, we, of course, are going to be getting, the wine needs to have seafood, obviously, with it. So we're going to do that on Wednesday at Crew Restaurant. We're going to have a tuna scallop and salmon tartare. So that would be the perfect accompaniment to that particular Côte de Provence rosé wine from Chateau Pas de Chêne. That's course 1. So what we're going to have to think about course 2 here, and that's going to require us to get on the road again. So let's see. I wonder where we are headed now. I think we're going to have to go north. I don't know why we had to go all the way out there, but we can come back in. We'll go back over to France. We're going to go into We're going to Janvier Pascal. So it's going to be our next stop here. So, to go back to Pascal Janvier. Now this is we're in the northernmost part of the Loire Valley, and it's a little north of Vouvray. For those of you that are Loire wine aficionados, you might remember the name Vouvray. Not one of my favorites. Has a very off-putting nose, but a good wine if you can get by that. You have to let it blow off a little bit. But anyway, so we're here to talk about Domaine Pascal Janvier, and he's going to be serving up a Chenin Blanc, and he is it's 100% Chenin Blanc, and that is his grape of choice for this particular wine. It Coteau de Loire Blanc, and again we're going to be in 2014 for that wine, and it's going to be served with an open-faced oyster poor boy or po' boy, depending on where you're from. Lemongrass aioli, dressing for it, and accompanied with ginger pickled onions. So that's course number 2 with the Coteau de Loire Chenin Blanc from Domaine Pascal Janvier. So that's that should be a fun second course. Now for our third course, we have to get back on the road again. It's the road of summer is our theme, and not to be confused with the Tour de France. They're not allowed wine while they're racing. So out we go again, and we'll have to come back in again. Now we're going to go back in. We're going to go back in here to the Domaine Nino Erel. And Domaine Nino Erel here in the heart of the Burgundy section. This is so Burgundy, it hurts it's Burgundy. It's so into Burgundy. You're just embedded in Burgundy. You're surrounded by so many famous Burgundian locations. You have Mercure to the south here. You have Côte d'Or is up here with, you have the Chassagne-Montrachet is up here with Pouligny-Montrachet here. You're right, Meursault, Auxey-Duras. You have it's heaven for if you're a Burgundy lover, white or red, it matters not. You just want to be right here. And what we're going to be having is we're going to have the Domaine Nino is we're going to have their Louis Premier Cru from their Gressigny vineyard. And it's going to be the 2012 version of that, and you can't. It's such an awesome area for wine if you like Burgundy. If you're a Pinot Noir person from the States, then you love Burgundy, red Burgundy. But and if you're Chardonnay, then you're a white Burgundy person, and that's what it's all about. So we're going to be doing the Louis Premier Cru Gressigny from the Domaine Nino Erel wine people, and it's as I said, the 2012. And it's going to go with our grilled wild mushroom and pork strudel. And that's going to be served over green pea puree, so that you get that green pea in there. That should be wonderful. Amazing dish. So that's number 3. So we're moving right along here. Number 3. So we're going to have to get back on that road again now. And let's see where we're going to wind up this time. know myself, but we'll see. Ah, we just jumped right over here to Domaine d'Auchan. Well, let's get our bearings. Let's see where we are. I think we're in Beaujolais is where we are. It's Beaujolais country. You have Mekong up here, Lyon down here. Dijon is around there somewhere, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. But then again, one never knows. Do one, unless one is indigenous. So anyhow, we're going to Domaine d'Auchan, and that is because we're going to be having Bernard d'Auchan's Beaujolais Premier Cru 2013. Now he's a very renowned Beaujolais maker in the area, made famous by his visage, and he has a very distinct moustache, and he just has a very pointed way of talking about his wines and his preferences. He does not care for heavily tannic wines. He doesn't like very heavy Cabernet type weighty, thick wines. He prefers he likes tannins, but he likes them to accompany his wines that are showing more fruit, and they're more aromatic, floral aromatics are his preference. So he's right where he should be in Beaujolais, making those wonderful wines. So that's going to be our wine for our fourth course, which is going to be a Vietnamese barbecue chicken roulade, and that's going to be accompanied with local corn succotash, given that we are on the road in summer here in France. So that's course number 4. So we're gonna move on here, and we're gonna move on to our 5th course. And our 5th course is going to be all around Domaine de Dubin, and it's going to be, this is where their office is, the Ledier and Fee, that's Ledier and Sons, and that is, the vineyard is right here, and it's where they grow the Domaine de Dubin. It's where they grow and then they make the wine here. It's the Muscat de Baume de Venise that we're going to be having, the 2011 version of that dessert wine. And it's Baume de Venise is a wonderful, wonderful wine made by these wonderful people. It's an old vineyard and wine house that was recently, recent in wine terms, it was 1960. It was bought by the Lediers. And the grandsons are now taking care of business. So it's multi-generational already, and it's back on its elevated feet where it should be. And so we're going to be having their Baume de Venise with a dessert, and the dessert course is going to be a Gorgonzola and fig spring roll with a honey cream. So that should be befitting our Muscat Baume de Venise. So that's course number 5. So now that you have all those 5 courses and 5 wines, now you need to get on the phone and call up Crew and make a reservation for that wine dinner, if there are any spots left. I don't know at this late date that there are any, but it will be a wondrous evening of wine. And I believe that Wednesday, the Tour de France, for all you people interested in the bicyclette races, it'll be around here, right around this area. On that Wednesday, we'll be over here, and up in here, and all over here, down here, Not over here, though. But in any case, that's where they will be doing the bike racing. So, if you want to make a reservation, please give a call over to the crew. The 203-340-9433 number would access you a reservation, or you can always call. You can always email at info at crew280.com. Or just, you could always just do the Facebook thing, or get in touch with Mr. Chris Guideman directly, or anybody answers the phone at Crew, you could just make a reservation. As I say, I just hope there's room for you by the time you call. So, glad you came along for the tour, and have a great day. See you on Wednesday.